What's going on, everybody? My name is Phantomatic, and with Wuthering Waves on the horizon, today I decided that I'm going to be showing you the best characters to look out for in this game if you ever decided to pull. I will be separating these videos into main DPS, sub DPS, and supports for a more organized experience. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the video. I'm starting off the main DPS category with the Electro unit Calchero. He has a 4 attack combo and 2 heavy attacks. The regular one everyone has, and his second one once his forte gauge is filled, called Mercy. And once he uses Mercy, he increases the damage of his Resonance Liberation by 10% for 15 seconds. He also takes 15% less damage when his Resonance Liberation hits. His Resonance skill, Extermination Order, can be casted 3 times in a row for extra damage. Note that it will have to be cast in a short time or else it'll have a 10-second cooldown. So basically it's like Diluc's skill from Genshin Impact. His Resonance Liberation, Mirage Etching, damages surrounding enemies and allows him to enter his Deathblade gear state. This changes his basic attack to Hound's Roar and has a 5-hit attack instead of 4, and his invasion attack damage is increased. He's a really powerful, if not the current most powerful DPS from what I've seen, and he has a really fun looking kit that has a lot of super insane looking combos. So if you manage to pull him early game, then you definitely want to build him immediately. Next up is the aerial unit Jiyan. He has a 5-hit attack combo and has 2 heavy and 2 mid-air attacks. The first heavy attack, Windborne Strike, is performed if you hold the basic attack button during the heavy attack, and the second one, Abyssal Slash, is performed if you release the basic attack button during the heavy attack. His first mid-air is standard amongst the characters, but his second one, called Skyfall, is activated if you use his first heavy attack or his resonance skill. His resonance skill, Wind Queller, allows him to dash a certain distance that deals aerial damage. It can also be casted mid-air. His Resonance Liberation, Emerald Storm Prologue, allows Jiyan to enter his Qilong mode. Once this mode is active, his normal and heavy attack will cast Lance of Qilong, which allows him to perform up to 3 continuous attacks. Jiyan's forte gauge allows him to increase his resonance skills damage by 20% if the resolve is higher than 30, which will be consumed for this damage increase to take effect. His forte gauge also upgrades his ultimate from Emerald Storm Prologue to Emerald Storm Finale. For this to happen, you'll need more than 30 points of resolve to activate this. With this upgrade, his ult will unleash aerial and heavy attack damage. This can also be used mid-air. Jiyan is most people's go-to pick once they see him for the first time, and I can understand why. Having his kit be heavy attack based means he'll be outputting some pretty decent damage as a DPS, so don't hesitate to build him if you get your hands on him. The Electro unit Yinlin is up next. Oh my god.
Damn, what is that, bro?
She uses her puppet Zapstring to dish out all of her attacks. She has a 4 attack combo and 1 heavy. Once her dodge counter is successful, she'll attack the target and leave a silk string connecting to her puppet and the target, granting the enemy a sin binding mark. Note that the mark will leave if she leaves the field. Her resonance skill, Magnetic Roar, allows her puppet to deal AoE electrical damage to enemies within a specific range and puts Yinlin into the magnetic state for 8 seconds. When she's in the magnetic state, her puppet Zapstring will be in a state of discharge, which enhances her basic and evasion attack while triggering judgment attack when dealing damage. Note that each basic attack can only be triggered once and can be triggered up to 4 times. She'll also deal electrical damage once, and when she hits a target with the Sinner's Mark, she deals extra damage to it. Her Resonance Liberation, Sky-Breaking Thunderstrike, deals a wide range of electro damage when a lucky enemy gets hit with it. Afterwards, a string is then left connecting to the puppet and the target is given a sin binding mark. Her forte circuit, 1000 Faces, uses judgment points, and when her judgment points are full, Yinlin's heavy attack is replaced with 1000 Faces and consumes all the judgment points to dish out a wide range of electro damage. And if she hits an enemy that carries the Sinner's Mark with 1000 Faces, the enemy's Sinner's Mark gets replaced with the Punishment Mark for 18 seconds. When an enemy with Punishment Mark gets hit, Judgment Thunder falls upon them, which damages them. Basically, it's a manual dot, and Thunder Falls can be triggered once per second. Yinlin is, Wow, why wouldn't you pull her, you know? Her kit is by far the most unique so far, and she has AoE on majority of her kit. She plays at a pretty decent distance thanks to her puppet, and most importantly, she's bad as fuck. While I personally believe Ling Yang is the second least interesting when it comes to overall entertainment with his kit, that doesn't necessarily mean he's bad, which is why he has a spot on this list. He has a 5-hit attack combo where the 5th hit can be enhanced to Feral Roars. He has 2 mid-air attacks, the standard one and another called Radiant Punch when his forte gauge isn't full. His resonant skill actually has 2 forms. His standard one, where he just attacks the target causing glacial damage, and its second form called Swift Punches, and in order to activate this, you'll need to hit the target with his 3rd, 4th, and 5th basic attack. Only then will his standard skill get replaced with his second one. His Resonance Liberation, Strive, Lion's Vigor allows him to attack the target and gains the blessing of Lion's Vigor for 14 seconds, which increases his glacial damage bonus by 50%, and his Forte circuit will be extended to 10 seconds. And speaking of his Forte circuit, it's called Unification of Spirits. He uses points called Lion Spirit, and once his Lion Spirit is full, he can enter the Striding Lion state. To enter this state, you need to hold the basic attack button to unleash a heavy attack called Glorious Punch, and then he'll enter his Striding Lion state, which grants him the ability to attack mid-air. While people may disagree with what I say, I still find him to be the least interesting out of the bunch I just spoke about today. And again, he's still a really solid unit. As for him being meta, I think Calchero and Jiyan are going to take that spot. But nevertheless, if you enjoy Ling Yang's character and his kit, then by all means, go for him. Ling Yang is a really solid DPS that deserves to be up here. But that's it for the video. This is my first time covering Wuthering Waves, so please feel free to let me know about any errors I made in this video. And if you're wondering why Encore isn't in this list, I'll be replying to many questions regarding that topic. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next Wuthering Waves video. Signing off.